The young and the restless spoilers in the dim corridors of an abandoned hospital on the outskirts of Genoa City, Chance's relentless search for the truth finally bore fruit. Amidst the dust and decay, hidden behind a cracked wall panel, Chance discovered a covert camera, its lens still glinting with the secrets of its clandestine recordings. As he connected the device to his portable recorder, a flood of damning evidence illuminated a dark undercurrent running through the city's core. Every frame revealed a shocking reality: the mastermind behind the recent chaos was not who anyone expected. Fury boiled in Chance's veins as he pored over the footage. His eyes locked on the image of Alan, the man who had long been suspected of kidnapping and coercion. The evidence was undeniable, and yet, Alan's face on the screen was cold and detached, a stark denial of any wrongdoing. It appeared that Alan had made a calculated decision to vanish from Genoa City, fleeing from the mounting pressures and the specter of accountability. With Alan gone, his disappearance had become a ghost story whispered among those left in the wake of his alleged crimes. But as Chance dug deeper, a disturbing twist emerged. The man he had been chasing, the man who was believed to be orchestrating the kidnappings and sending ominous orders through a speaker system, was not Alan at all, it was Martin. The revelation struck like a bolt of lightning. Martin, long known for his impeccable, calculated schemes, was now revealed to be the puppeteer behind the entire operation. With a hidden smartphone in hand, Chance uncovered recordings and messages that tied Martin directly to the surveillance of both Phyllis and Sharon. Through the camera's unblinking eye and the disembodied voice crackling through a concealed speaker, Martin had been controlling events, dictating orders, and manipulating the vulnerable. The ramifications of this discovery were staggering. Tracy, who had already slipped out of contact, had become the silent casualty of this high-stakes game. Her disappearance had left her friends and family in a state of deep despair, their worry mounting with every passing moment. With Martin at large and his true identity now unveiled, the city found itself teetering on the brink of chaos. Every rumor, every shadow of doubt had culminated in this moment of truth. Determined to restore peace and protect the ones he loved, Chance, now more resolved than ever, joined forces with Nick. Their mission was clear: they would hunt down the elusive kidnapper and put an end to the menace that threatened Genoa City. Together, they scoured every corner of the city, from its glittering downtown streets to its forgotten alleyways, in a desperate bid to track down Martin before he could orchestrate further mayhem. As Chance and Nick sifted through the digital trail left behind by Martin's covert operations, they pieced together the full extent of his nefarious plan. The smartphone evidence was damning: a treasure trove of audio recordings, time-stamped messages, and even live streams from hidden cameras that captured Martin's every calculated move. In one particularly chilling clip, Martin could be heard issuing commands over a public address system, his voice echoing through the abandoned corridors of the hospital: orders to keep Phyllis and Sharon under close watch, orders to ensure that no one would interfere with his grand design. The gravity of the situation could not be overstated. Martin's actions were not only a blatant violation of trust but a direct threat to the safety and security of every family in Genoa City. The deeper the investigation went, the more dangerous it became. With each new piece of evidence, Chance and Nick unraveled the layers of deceit that had ensnared the city. They discovered that Martin's disappearance had been nothing more than a ruse. A calculated maneuver to evade capture while continuing to pull the strings from the shadows. Every whispered order, every sinister command, pointed back to him. And with Tracy missing and the lives of Phyllis, Sharon, and countless others hanging in the balance, the urgency of the situation reached a fever pitch. In the midst of the chaos, a heated debate ignited among those closest to the unfolding drama. Some believed that Martin's reign of terror would inevitably come to an end, justice would be served, and the truth would ultimately prevail. Others harbored a more cynical view, convinced that Martin's meticulous planning and slippery nature might allow him to vanish without a trace. The city itself seemed to hold its breath, as if waiting for the final act in a tragedy that had captivated its very soul. Chance's determination, however, remained unyielding. Every lead, every scrap of evidence, fueled his resolve to bring the kidnapper to justice. With Nick by his side, he orchestrated a plan to use the very tools that Martin had employed against him, hidden cameras, digital footprints, and surveillance recordings, to corner the elusive criminal. Their strategy was not just to catch Martin, but to expose the full extent of his crimes to the people of Genoa City, so that no one would ever have to fear for the safety of their loved ones again. As the net began to close in around Martin, the tension reached an almost unbearable climax. Every moment was fraught with danger, every step a potential trap. In a city already scarred by betrayal and deceit, the quest to reclaim peace was a battle against both time and a mastermind who always seemed to be one step ahead. Now, standing at the crossroads of fate, the burning question remains, will Martin be caught? The citizens of Genoa City, along with Chance, Nick, and all those who have suffered at the hands of this cold and calculating criminal, await the answer with bated breath. As law enforcement prepares to launch a final, coordinated operation, the tension in the air is palpable. Every heartbeat, every whispered conversation, echoes with the hope that justice will prevail. What do you think? In a world where trust is shattered and betrayal lurks behind every smile, can the relentless efforts of Chance and Nick finally corner Martin and bring him to justice? Or will Martin's intricate web of deception prove too powerful to unravel, allowing him to slip away into the shadows once more? The stage is set for a dramatic showdown, one that promises to redefine the fate of Genoa City and all those who call it home. This narrative captures the heightened tension, the shock of revelation, and the desperate quest for justice. With every twist and turn, the stakes grow higher, leaving readers to wonder, in the end, will Martin's dark secrets be brought to light, or will he remain forever elusive? In the ever-turbulent streets of Genoa City, a new level of peril has taken hold. Alan, already infamous for his unpredictable and brutal behavior, has become even more dangerous. His temperament is volatile, and his willingness to harm anyone who stands in his way sends shockwaves through the community. This new ferocity means that everyone must be on guard, especially those who have already suffered at his hands. Among the most vulnerable are Lucy, Faith, Summer, and Claire. These individuals, whose lives have been entwined with the spiraling drama, now find themselves under the shadow of a threat that grows darker by the day. Alan's renewed aggression forces each potential victim to exercise unprecedented caution. His methods, once shrouded in ambiguity, are now overt and ruthless. The chilling reality is that in a single moment, anyone, even an innocent bystander, could fall prey to his wrath. In the midst of this uncertainty, the city's inhabitants are left to navigate a maze of fear and suspicion, clinging to the hope that justice will soon prevail. On a more secure front, Victor has taken decisive steps to safeguard his family against these mounting dangers. Determined to shield those he loves, Victor has introduced additional layers of protection. With his resourcefulness and influence, he has bolstered security measures, ensuring that every possible threat is met with a swift and impenetrable response. His commitment to the well-being of his family leaves no room for worry, his actions a stark reminder that even in the darkest times, a bastion of safety can be built through determination and unity. Meanwhile, another figure in this intricate drama is poised for a breakthrough. Chance, a man whose dogged pursuit of the truth has earned him both admiration and respect, stands at the precipice of a defining moment. For the first time in his career, Chance is on the verge of catching a dangerous criminal, a moment that promises not only to bring justice to those who have suffered but also to elevate his reputation among his peers. His relentless investigations, marked by an unyielding commitment to unearthing every hidden secret, have led him deep into the underbelly of Genoa City's criminal networks. As Chance prepares to make his move, every step is laced with both the thrill of impending victory and the weight of responsibility. The mission to apprehend the culprit is not just about stopping a criminal, it is a stand against the pervasive corruption that has tainted the city for too long. With each piece of evidence, Chance builds an unassailable case that promises to send a powerful message: no one is above the law. And for the citizens of Genoa City, who have endured endless betrayals and heartbreaks, this moment represents a beacon of hope, a sign that order might once again be restored. In the unfolding narrative, the fate of the vulnerable and the courage of those who dare to fight back converge in a dramatic crescendo. Lucy, Faith, Summer, and Claire, each bearing the scars of past transgressions, must now summon every ounce of resilience to protect themselves against Alan's increasingly ruthless onslaught. Their struggles serve as a stark counterpoint to the vigilant measures taken by Victor, whose proactive stance reaffirms that families will not be left defenseless in times of crisis. As the city braces for the imminent showdown, Chance's anticipated capture of a criminal mastermind represents a turning point. His success would not only dismantle part of the criminal network that has long terrorized Genoa City but would also reaffirm the community's belief in justice. The operation, meticulously planned and executed with precision, promises to be a dramatic culmination of Chance's tireless efforts. Should he succeed, it will be a moment celebrated not only by law enforcement but by every citizen yearning for peace and stability. But the path to justice is fraught with challenges. With Alan's unpredictable nature and the ever-present risk he poses to innocent lives, the stakes could not be higher. Every plan, every precaution, is put to the test as the city's protectors work around the clock to secure a future where fear no longer dictates daily life. The narrative that has unfolded over the past weeks, a tapestry of intrigue, betrayal, and hope, now reaches a critical juncture where every decision could mean the difference between salvation and further chaos. In a final act that promises to reshape the very fabric of Genoa City, Chance and his allies prepare to confront the forces that have threatened their peace for so long. The capture of a notorious criminal, once thought to be untouchable, is poised to become a symbol of triumph over adversity. For Chance, this is more than just a career-defining moment. It is the embodiment of a steadfast commitment to protect the community and restore faith in a system that has been battered by relentless turmoil. As night falls over Genoa City and its citizens await the unfolding events with bated breath, one truth stands out. In the face of overwhelming danger, courage and unity have the power to ignite change. Whether Alan's reign of terror will finally be brought to an end remains uncertain, but the determined actions of Victor, Chance, and countless others offer a glimmer of hope. Their combined efforts promise not only to shield the innocent but also to ensure that the light of justice burns bright, even in the darkest of times. In the end, the story is not solely about the dangers lurking in the shadows, it is about the strength of those who rise to meet them. It is about a community that refuses to be cowed by fear, a man on the brink of a monumental breakthrough, and families united by an unyielding desire to protect one another. With each passing moment, Genoa City edges closer to a future where hope triumphs over despair, and the courage to stand up for what is right transforms even the most chaotic of circumstances into a testament to the enduring power of justice.